Всем привет, с вами снова я, Black Falcon. И сегодня я смотрю поединок, который пройдет 15 ноября, а именно матч-реванш между Крисом Любанком и Коновым Беном. Первый их поединок состоялся в апреле 2025 года, и тогда Любанк в близком поединке победил единогласным решением судей. Здесь, я думаю, шансы 50 на 50, но в этот раз, я думаю, все-таки Бен одержит победу вождейным решением судей. Пишите в комментариях, что вы думаете по поводу этого поединка, кто, по вашему мнению, победит и каким методом. Также прошу вас поддержать это видео лайком или дизлайком, написать комментарий и подписаться на канал, если вы этого еще не сделали. Нажимайте на колокольчик, чтобы не пропускать новые видео, ведь все это очень сильно помогает развитию канала. Также подписывайтесь на другие социальные сети нашего канала, ну и по желанию можете поддержать канал донатом. Все ссылки в описании. И мы начинаем нашу небольшая сводка боев на ваших экранах. И первым на ринг выходит Крис Любанк. 38 боев, 35 побед, 25 нокаутом и 3 положения. А вот выходит и его оппонент. Конор, ваш слушатель Бен. 24 боя, 23 побед, 14 из них нокаутом и 1 положение. Нам представляют боксеров. Сначала Любанка.
Wearing the white trunks trimmed with white. The artist. Fighting out of the blue corner.
А затем и Бен.
England, a continental welterweight champion, Conor, the Destroyer Ben.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors.
Сейчас напомню боксовым правилам, и мы начнем.
We might see a high-tempo fight here.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go.
Первый раунд, погнали!
These two men have been jawing at each other for months.
Мимо. Попадает Бен. Оба начинают не спеша. Точно, Любанк. Конор отвечает. Попускает Крис. Неплохо. Апперкот пошел у Любанка. Мимо.
It's been a long day, Todd. They've been drinking, they've been at the
Точно, Бен.
a good time. But this is what they've been waiting for. This crowd can be very unpredictable and kind of sensible. It's night time now. They're waiting for the big fight. There's a lot of pressure on these fighters' shoulders to get that job done and perform.
Попадает Конор. Попускает Крис.
Catch and shoot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster.
Неплохо.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what,
Точно.
I'm just that
Конор.
much above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
By the way, the connect
Попадает.
percentages have to be
Бен.
off the charts.
Снова точен Конор.
Caution is being thrown to the wind.
Попадает в Любанк.
Johnny, a lot
Мимо.
of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
There's a flat for the
What's
fight. If
me,
you've got
man?
a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put him on the back foot. Put
Точно.
him under pressure.
Карлуш. Конор
Nice counter.
попадает. И потрясенный
We see a
Любенк.
stoppage here.
Beautiful sneaky shot to take his legs away from him.
And down
И
goes
первый
the artist.
нокдаун у нас.
Oh no, come on, get up! Get up, it can't be over! 1, 2, 3, 4.
Поднимается Любенк, и бой возобновится. Первый вал за Беном, плюс нокдаун. 10-8, Конор впереди. И у нас второй
The
вал.
momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised
Mima.
if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Попадает Карлуш. Мимо.
Just misses with the right uppercut.
Точно.
Like to
Любенк.
see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just
Неплохо.
wanna fight. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down?
Точно. Карлуш.
A
Восьмин.
counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time.
Попадает
You have to get in
Любенк.
there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second
Неплохо.
to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little
Бен
glitch you do.
отвечает.
So you've got to fight. The counter punch is smart.
Неплохо.
They exchange punches. Off the
Помахивается.
charts action
Любенк.
from both of these fighters.
Апперкот.
That jab gets blocked.
Мимо.
A perfect counter shot. And that big
Потащен
shot just
Бен.
over his cage. Ben has no
Идет Любенк
idea
на
where he is
добивание.
right now.
Oh, I heard that never, but I saw it.
Keeping those gloves up,
И
the
Бен
guard
пока
high,
остается на
giving
своих
evidence as
двоих.
it seems that that moment of trouble has passed.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom,
Мимо.
back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Мимо. Точно. Карлуш.
That counter punch caught him clean. Can't find a home with that jab.
Помахивается Бен.
There's a counter shot.
Неплохо.
Counter punching. That hook just can't find the target.
Восьмин.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Мимо. И второй вал за Любенком. 19-18. Бен впереди.
On to the third.
И у нас
That
вал
was complete
номер второй.
domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why
Точно.
change it? An
Карлуш.
excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Мимо.
Have to
Любенк
be careful for
попадает.
that receipt. It's always coming.
Восьмин.
Both of these fighters
Снова
have the
точно.
conditioning to go the
Карлуш.
distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch.
Мимо. Любенк
Counter shot
попадает.
lands. He misses with that jab.
Мимо.
Punch, counter punch.
Восьмин.
That jab doesn't score.
Точно, Рубанк.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised? Hold it right
И
there.
потрясен.
And Ben just
Ben.
got rocked. He just got rocked big time. He's seeing stars.
Делка
But
с
can
Кононом.
he stay on his feet?
Мимо.
I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Точно.
Movement
Карлыш.
back and forth between these two fighters.
Апперкот выходит у него. Бен промахивается. Неплохо.
The offense has been better than the defense.
Мимо.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? How do they use the
Mima.
Spiders' aggression against them?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it.
Точно.
Fast,
Бен.
sharp, powerful.
Рубанк отвечает.
Yes, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Мимо.
The straight right just misses.
Точно.
Has to be careful for that
Конор.
receipt. It's always coming.
Мимо.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Мимо. И третий раунд. Рубанк забивает в копилку. Счет становится равным 28-28.
Back at it,
И
round
у нас
four.
раунд
Coming off that
номер
great
4.
round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it?
Точно.
An
Карлыш.
excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Неплохо.
Nice counter punch right up the middle.
Мимо. Рубанк точен.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost?
Восьмиен. Попадает Бен.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match.
Мимо.
It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Точен. Конор.
The jab not finding its target.
Мимо. Попадает Бен.
Beautiful counter punch. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score.
Мимо.
He blocks that jab. Energy and endurance are not an
Мимо.
issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive
Восьмиен.
as the rounds wear on.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to
Оба
fight, stand
выжидают.
toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought this guy's aggressive.
Точно.
He's nasty.
Конор.
He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only
Апперкот
way you
выходит
beat
у
an aggressive
Рубанка.
fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire.
Мимо.
Hey, another ball.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so
Точно.
close. How can you
Бен.
separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight.
Потрясен
Hold on a
Рубанк.
second, Johnny. The referee really thinking
Мимо.
about stopping it.
Ну, видно, как тяжко приходится Карлышу.
That was the moment.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's
Мимо.
no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Точен Бен. Мимо.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Despite what the judges'
Мимо.
scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
И 4-й раунд за Коновым. 38-37. Бен реагирует. И у нас раунд номер 5.
This is one of those
Оба
situations. You've
выжидают.
just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be
Мимо.
a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just
Точно.
until your head
Бам.
clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
Вошмен.
Beautiful counter shot.
Мимо.
Got out of the way of that right hook. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter shot.
Апперкот пошел у Рубенко.
Just misses with that uppercut. How about
Неплохо.
that time counter shot?
Вошмен.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin.
Точно.
Do they
Бам.
have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action.
Апперкот.
I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, and a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable.
Мимо.
Middleweight.
Попадает.
Every time
Конов.
they drop their guard, they get caught. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you.
Мимо.
And so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Holding nothing back here in the round.
Попадает Рубен.
Counter punch.
Бен отвечает.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but
Мимо.
still fighting hard.
Апперкот. Поддавливает Конова своего визави.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Мимо.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get
Точно.
knocked
Бен
out.
Рубенко промахивается.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered.
Попадает Кэдлиш. Конов отвечает. Точно Рубен.
The counter lands.
Мимо.
Missed with that hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Точно снова. Кэдлиш.
And a big
И
shot
поражен
lands his
Бен.
cage. Connor Ben right now. Will he go down?
Oh, what a shot. He's staggered. He's
И
staggered. Does he know?
вырывает себе пятый раунд. Рубен все становится равным 47-47.
There's the bell
И
start
у
round
нас
6.
раунд
Got all the
номер
momentum
6.
on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is,
Точно.
if it's not
Рубен.
broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Неплохо.
They miss with the jab.
Попадает Кэдлиш. Бен точен.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about
Мимо.
how many you let. Did you see
Потрясен
that?
Рубен.
Can they finish it?
Не спеша Конов идет на добивание. И Рубен приходит в себя.
Defense is...
Снова потрясен Кэдлиш.
Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation.
Но никуда не спешит Конов.
And it appears the onslaught is
Вошмен.
over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they do
Мимо.
when he goes back to the
Бен
corner?
точен.
How are they going to get through this?
Встречает Кэдлиш
Throw punch
своего
and just got
визави.
countered. Just misses with that jab.
Мимо. Точно. Бен.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Неплохо.
Skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Мимо.
Swing and a miss with the jab.
Восьмером.
Stamina is off the charts. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best
Оба
you can ever
выжидают.
come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've
Мимо.
got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
Неплохо. Точно. Бен
Nice counter shot.
попадает Конор.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back.
Отвечает
Round still
Любен.
up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
И шестой раунд за Беном. 57. 56. Конор впереди после первой половины боя. Посмотрим, что же нам покажет вторая половина боя.
There's the bell for
И
round
у
seven.
нас раунд номер
Really seemed
7.
to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Мимо.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work,
Оба
slept
выжидают.
right, prepped right, I'm
Точно.
expecting
Любен.
you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Неплохо. Точно. Конор.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action.
Поактивнее пока что Бен.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch.
Любен
Like to
встречает.
see more jabs. Well done with that counter shot.
Мимо.
Straight right just misses.
Точно. Конор.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Восьмером.
This can be so frustrating when you're such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's
Снова
what gets hard.
обменялись боксерными ударами. Восьмером.
Both fighters
Точно,
landing in
Бен.
these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches have to hurt.
Неплохо.
Tried to score with a jab.
Попадает
Nice
Любен.
counter punch. His stamina is off the charts.
Мимо. Любен точен.
Counter punch caught him clean. Incredible work rate.
Мимо.
Oh, what a
Потрясен.
shot.
Конор.
Man in some serious trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him rattled like this before.
Мимо.
Days, where shall he look? What should he do? Should he run? Should he try and hold on?
Didn't wait too long to get
Восьмером.
back and get engaged.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to
Точно.
normal.
Любен. Попускает
He
Бен.
wasn't ready for that counter punch.
Мимо.
Could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
Неплохо. И седьмой раунд за Кэдлишем.
Now you start
Все
wondering
снова
how much
становится
work these two fighters
главным.
did in the gym.
66-66.
Round 8. and
И
we're
у
off
нас
again.
восьмой
One minute
раунд.
break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last
Точно.
round. Can you
Бен.
keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Неплохо.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Мимо.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot.
Точно.
The strength
Лубанк.
they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch. They
Снова
wanna punch
попадает.
through you.
Кэдлюс.
They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Конор отвечает.
A lot of effort being
Восьмин.
exerted here. This may do it.
Потрясен.
Bobby
Лубанк.
legs are kicking in. Let's look at those legs. The legs have gone.
Didn't wait long to get back in and get
Делается.
engaged.
Кэдлюс.
Hold that thought.
Бен снова его
At some point,
подслушает.
the corner needs to think about stepping in here.
Терпит пока что Кэдлюс.
Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Step back, compose yourself.
А Бен
Compose
продолжает
yourself. Then
прессинговать.
move. Then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Мимо.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Точно. Конор. Лубанк
Nice
встречает.
counter. The straight right just misses.
Мимо.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrows. the
Неплохо.
cheekbone, and you just got to try and cut them, skim it.
Hold on, gotta cut you off
Потрясен.
here, John.
Лубанк.
And we may see an early stoppage here. I thought that was
Мимо.
going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a
Точно.
shot it was.
Кэдлюс.
Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Неплохо.
That counter shot lands.
Точно. Бен.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Восьмин. И восьмой раунд за Конором. 76-75. Бен вновь впереди.
Both fighters starting to get
И
tired
у
as we
нас
start round
раунд
9.
номер 9.
Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They
Неплохо.
get 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Точно. Лубанк.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be
Мимо.
careful that he
Бен
doesn't run
встречает.
out of gas.
Восьмин. Точно.
Out of
Бен.
the way of that right hook.
Неплохо.
Both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant
Попадает.
power difference.
Кэдлюс.
How would you handle that?
This could
Бен
be really
отвечает.
intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Мимо.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Couldn't land that jab.
Точно. Конор. Мимо.
He misses with that jab. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say,
Мимо.
I'm just that notch above
Лубанк
you,
точно.
so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Аспервокот.
We hear that old phrase, second win.
Попадает.
You gotta find it
Кэдлюс.
somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and
отвечает.
relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Мимо.
Nice
Бен
counter
точен.
punch right up the middle.
Неплохо.
Beautiful counter punch. Straight right, just
Точно,
misses.
Рубен. Очень близкий раунд.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round.
Неплохо.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Точно, Бен.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Неплохо. И 9-й раунд все-таки за Конором.
Worried about these two fighters
86,
gassing out.
84 увеличивает Бен свой отрыв.
This is the
И
tape.
у нас
How much is
раунд
left
номер
in their
10.
tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I
Мимо.
don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up
Неплохо.
this pace, we are in for a great night.
Точно, Бен. Мимо.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Попадает.
Todd, you know what?
Конор.
Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want
Рубен
that spaceship to come
отвечает.
and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Мимо.
Big swing and a miss with the
Неплохо.
hook.
Точно.
Threw a punch
Бен.
and just got countered. The straight right just misses. Well, just a couple rounds left,
Неплохо.
Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Midway through the fight, if you
Апперкот
this
походит
could be
у
the
Рубенка.
loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Мимо.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them?
Оба
It's gonna be a
помахиваются.
hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter shot lands. How about
Точно.
that time counter shot?
Рубен.
Nice job slipping that left uppercut.
Неплохо.
Is he going to punch himself
Снова
out, though?
попадает Кэдлиш.
We've seen in the
Мимо.
past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike
Точно.
at any moment.
Бен.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Мимо.
Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punch. The only fear you have with this fighter
Мимо.
is has he punched himself out?
Точно, Бен. Попадает.
Always looking for
Бен
that
и
KO,
потрясен
and we
Рубен.
could see an upset right here.
His legs have gone. He's got to get their hands up. It's survival instincts now. Get him up.
И вырывает этот раунд. Конор.
Stamina is always an issue in a prize
96-93.
fight.
Бен впереди. И нас ждут чемпионский
Rings the bell
раунд.
to start round one.
Раунд
You let it
номер
all hang out in
11.
the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept
Неплохо.
right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the
Мимо.
loneliest place in the world.
Попадает
Deciding to
Рубен.
let it all hang out here. Did you
И
see
потрясен
that?
Бен.
And a big shot rattles his
Шанс
cage.
для Кэдлиша.
Conor Ben right now. Will he go down?
Терпит Бен.
Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
А Рубен
Been a tough
прессингует.
round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when
Неплохо.
he goes to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Вашмен.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round.
Мимо.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other
Точно.
out, test each
Любан.
other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift! What a gift it is to have a chin.
Отвечает
You
Бен.
know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Неплохо.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for
Мимо.
skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses.
Лошмен.
What a nightmare
Попадает
scenario!
Бен. Подключен Любанг.
Absolutely gone. The referee's keeping a close eye on him.
Делает подкидыш.
And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Green Days
Неплохо.
now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Мимо.
Trying to land that jab. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out.
Мимо. Видно, что оба устали.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
И этот раунд за Любанком.
How much cardio was put in for
105,
this fight?
103. Бен впереди перед финальным раундом.
Who thought
И
we would
у
have
нас
made it to 12?
заключительный
Not sure these
12-й
two fighters
раунд.
can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds
Мимо.
in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Has to be
Точно.
careful for that
Любан.
receipt. It's always coming. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being
Мимо.
aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire.
Неплохо.
You give them back because that's where they're comfortable. Or you play calm, play cool.
Мимо.
They exchange punches. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down.
Попадает Любанк.
They need to be careful they don't punch
Бен
themselves out here.
отвечает.
His stamina is off the charts.
Неплохо.
The work rate is down. The head is... Did you see
Подключен
that?
Любанк.
Caught.
Идет Бен на добивание.
How is this fight still continuing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything.
Продолжает
because
прессинговать
they-
Конор.
Whoa, Johnny,
Любан
take a look
встречает,
at
и
this
уже
action.
Бен
That
подключен.
shot just right
Вот
over his
это бой.
page. Ben has no idea where he is right now.
Держится Конор.
No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle.
А,
Get back
кого-то.
on it.
Неплохо.
Is he gonna punch himself out though?
Мимо.
Jab does not score.
Точно.
Nice counter
Бен.
punch right up the middle. What heart? What desire?
Любан отвечает.
At what cost?
Мимо.
Good score.
Мимо.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And now going for the
Подключен.
finish.
His legs have got to
Любан.
get their hands up. It's survival instincts now. Get him up.
Что 15, что 12 Бен. Ждем судейское решение. И победу единогласным решением судей одерживает Конор вашего слушателя Бен. Что ж, посмотрим, как же бой пойдет на самом деле. Что 16, что 11, все судьи. Ребенку дали 2, 3, 5 и 12 раунды. Что ж, давайте обратимся к статистике. Вот и она. Что ж, на этом все. С вами был Black Falcon. Если вам понравилось это видео, ставьте большие пальцы вверх, пишите комментарии и подписывайтесь на канал. Нажимайте на колокольчик, чтобы не пропускать новые видео, ведь все это очень сильно помогает развитию канала. Также подписывайтесь на другие социальные сети нашего канала, ну и по желанию можете поддержать канал донатом. Все ссылки в описании. Всем спасибо за просмотр, всем пока.